Imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank account, and realizing your Centrelink payment is different from what you expected. For thousands of Australians relying on the age pension or the disability support pension, this situation can be stressful and confusing. And in 2026, new Centrelink rule updates are creating exactly that kind of uncertainty for many people. Across Australia right now, retirees and people receiving disability support are asking a very important question. Are these new rules going to increase payments, reduce benefits, or change who qualifies for support? The truth is that the latest updates from Centrelink could affect payment amounts, eligibility checks, and even how income and assets are assessed. Some Australians may actually benefit from the changes, while others could see adjustments to their payments, depending on their financial situation. The key point is that these updates are not just small administrative tweaks. They have the potential to affect how much financial support people receive every fortnight. If you receive the age pension, the disability support pension, or if you are planning to apply soon, understanding these changes could make a big difference in your financial future. Welcome to Centrelink Compass AU, the channel where we explain the latest Centrelink updates, pension rules, and government support changes in simple terms, so you always know exactly what is happening and how it may affect you. Let's begin with the big picture. Why are Centrelink rules changing in 2026? Every year, the Australian government reviews Social Security payments to keep them aligned with economic conditions. Inflation, housing costs, healthcare expenses, and the growing number of retirees all influence how these payments are structured. With more Australians reaching retirement age than ever before, the government is constantly adjusting the system to keep it fair and financially sustainable. One of the most important changes in 2026 relates to pension payment adjustments. Age pension payments are normally reviewed twice each year, in March and September. These adjustments are designed to keep payments in line with the cost of living. With grocery prices, electricity bills, rent, and healthcare costs continuing to rise, many pensioners rely heavily on these increases to maintain their daily living standards. In 2026, payment adjustments aim to help pensioners cope with ongoing economic pressure. However, payment increases are only one part of the story. Alongside these adjustments, Centrelink also updates the thresholds used to determine who qualifies for the full pension and who receives a reduced payment. This brings us to one of the most important factors affecting age pension eligibility, the income and assets tests. When someone applies for the age pension, Centrelink looks at two key financial measures. The first is income, which includes money earned from work, investments, and certain financial accounts. The second is assets, which includes savings, investments, vehicles, and property other than your primary residence. These two tests determine whether someone receives the full pension, a partial pension, or no pension at all. In 2026, updated thresholds mean some Australians could see small changes to how their pension is calculated. For example, retirees with modest savings or investments might notice adjustments in their payment rate, depending on how their assets are assessed. For homeowners, it is important to remember that the family home itself is generally exempt from the assets test. However, other properties such as investment homes, holiday properties, and large savings accounts are included in the assessment. This is particularly relevant because property values and financial investments across Australia have grown significantly over the past decade. As asset values increase, some retirees may find themselves closer to the eligibility limits than they were in previous years. Another important development in the 2026 update is how Centrelink manages compliance and reporting. Over the past few years, Centrelink has invested heavily in digital systems and automated data matching. This means the agency can now cross-check information from banks, tax records, and other government databases much faster than before. While this improves efficiency and helps prevent fraud, it also means pension recipients must ensure that their personal and financial information is accurate and up to date. For example, if you receive an inheritance, sell an investment property, withdraw a large amount of money from your superannuation, or start earning income from part-time work, Centrelink may require you to report these changes. Failing to update your information could result in overpayments. If Centrelink later discovers that you were paid more than you were entitled to receive, the excess amount may need to be repaid. This is why many financial advisors recommend reviewing your Centrelink details regularly to make sure everything is correct.
Now let's talk about the disability support pension, often referred to as DSP. The DSP is one of Australia's most important support payments for people living with long-term medical conditions or disabilities that significantly affect their ability to work. Unlike the age pension, DSP eligibility is determined not only by income and assets, but also by medical assessments that evaluate the severity of a person's condition and their capacity to participate in employment. In recent years, the government has introduced stricter guidelines for how DSP claims are assessed. These rules continue to apply in 2026, with ongoing reviews to ensure that the payment supports people who genuinely cannot work due to permanent medical conditions. To qualify for DSP, applicants must demonstrate that their condition is fully diagnosed, treated, and considered permanent. They must also show that their condition significantly limits their ability to work at least 15 hours per week in the next 2 years. Medical evidence plays a crucial role in this process. Applicants are usually required to provide detailed reports from doctors, specialists, and other healthcare professionals. In some cases, Centrelink may also arrange additional medical or functional assessments to determine how a person's condition affects their daily activities and work capacity. For individuals currently receiving DSP, the 2026 update includes continued eligibility reviews. These reviews are designed to confirm that recipients still meet the criteria for the payment. Although reviews can feel stressful, they are a normal part of maintaining the integrity of the system and ensuring support reaches those who need it most. Another aspect of the DSP system that often surprises people is that recipients may still be able to work to some extent. The government encourages people with disabilities who have partial work capacity to participate in employment if they are able to do so safely. There are specific income limits that allow DSP recipients to earn money without losing their entire payment. This provides an opportunity for individuals to supplement their income while remaining supported by the pension system. Understanding these limits is very important for anyone considering part-time work while receiving disability support. Now let's look at how these Centrelink updates could affect couples. When couples receive age pension or DSP payments, their income and assets are assessed together rather than individually. This means that financial changes affecting one partner can influence the payment amount for both. Updated thresholds in 2026 may slightly change how these calculations are made. Couples with shared investments, joint savings accounts, or superannuation balances may notice adjustments depending on their overall financial situation. Housing costs are another key issue for pensioners across Australia. Many retirees are homeowners, but a growing number of older Australians are renting later in life. Rising rental prices have created financial pressure for pension recipients who rely on fixed incomes. To help address this issue, Centrelink provides additional support through rent assistance for eligible recipients who do not own their homes. While the age pension provides basic financial support, payments like rent assistance can make a significant difference in helping people manage housing costs. Healthcare is another area where pension recipients receive important support. People receiving the age pension or DSP often qualify for the Pensioner Concession Card, which provides discounts on prescription medications, medical services, utilities, and public transportation in many states. For many pensioners, these concessions are just as valuable as the pension payment itself. Maintaining eligibility for these benefits can help reduce everyday living expenses and improve overall financial security. One thing that many retirees do not realize is how certain financial decisions can affect Centrelink payments. For example, giving large financial gifts to family members, transferring assets,
or purchasing expensive investments could impact how your assets are assessed. Centrelink has rules that limit how much money can be gifted each year without affecting pension eligibility. These rules are designed to prevent people from reducing their assets simply to qualify for higher payments. Understanding these rules before making financial decisions is extremely important. Technology is also changing the way Australians interact with Centrelink services. Many payments, updates, and documents can now be managed through online platforms such as MyGov. These systems allow recipients to check payment details, submit documents, and update personal information from home. For people comfortable with digital services, this has made the process much faster and more convenient. However, for others who prefer in-person assistance, support services remain available through service centers and community programs. Looking ahead, Australia's pension system will continue evolving as the population ages and economic conditions change. The goal of these updates is to maintain a system that provides reliable financial support while remaining sustainable for future generations. For pension recipients, the most important takeaway from the 2026 Centrelink update is this: even small changes in rules or thresholds can affect payments. Staying informed and keeping your personal details up to date can help ensure you receive the support you are entitled to. Many Australians only learn about these changes after their payments have already been adjusted. By staying informed ahead of time, you can avoid surprises and make better financial decisions. If you currently receive the age pension or the disability support pension, consider reviewing your income, assets, and personal details with Centrelink to ensure everything is accurate. For those approaching retirement age or thinking about applying for DSP, learning about the eligibility requirements now can make the process much easier later. Knowledge is one of the most powerful tools you have when it comes to managing government benefits and protecting your financial future. And that is exactly why this channel exists. If you found this update helpful, make sure to subscribe to Centrelink Compass AU for the latest Centrelink news, age pension updates, disability support pension changes, and important financial information affecting Australians. We break down complex government updates into simple explanations so you always understand what is happening and how it could affect your payments. Also, share your thoughts in the comments. Are you currently receiving the age pension or the disability support pension? And have you noticed any changes in your payments recently? Your questions and experiences help us create future videos that answer the issues Australians care about the most. Thank you for watching Centrelink Compass AU, and we'll see you in the next update with more important Centrelink news and pension insights to help you stay informed and financially prepared.